Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shraddha, and in this video I want to talk about something that nobody really talks about, like things you should consider before taking admission to any college. Um, why I'm making this video because I have suffered a lot during my graduation and also post graduation back in India. In this video we are not talking about a broad part, we are just focusing mostly on Indian part because I want to just make this for someone who is also going through the same sort of things. So, the first point is the location. Location matters more than you think. Like, if you're just someone who is finished your 12th standard and you are going to go for graduation to somewhere, and maybe you haven't lived somewhere in hostel or in outside of your home before, this might be really big point for you, because we think like, okay, we will go outside and we will adjust very easily. I don't think it's a thing for everybody out there, because when after my 12th I got admitted to college, which was like 2-3 hours from my home, and I wanted to live away from home. So I was like, okay, let's let's go for this, let's take this college. But after going there I realized how it matters the location of your college. Maybe sometimes your college would be in the like very small town or small city, there is nothing much to do, or it's really hard to travel there, and so many other things that considered in that point. So please be careful while choosing the location. If you get allotted to college, then okay, you still have options to choose, right? Then go and talk with the people there and see what the students who are there they are going through. And sometimes you go into the city that there is really nothing much to do there, and then you realize, oh my god, I now can't go back and I'm just stuck here for like 4 years. That happened with me when I was doing my masters. It was somewhere very remote, and I still hate that city and hate that whole experience. So location really matters a lot. Second is the hostel or the place you are staying in that city where your college is, or wherever you are staying. Maybe you are staying in hostel, maybe you are staying in some private rooms or something. Be sure that you know the place or the place you are staying in, because when I got after my 12th, when I went to the graduation, and my parents randomly chose some random hostel which was a private hostel because I couldn't get admission in the hostel of college. And oh my god, it still is a terrible experience of my whole academic journey. The hostel was so pathetic, and that time we are so desperate to get something, because then I was like rejected from the college hostel. Then my parents were also like, oh, how she will stay in new city, she has to stay in hostel. But I later got to know that so many of my friends, they were staying outside in the rooms which were so nice, like they can make food and they can make on their schedule or something. But that time I was not really aware, and they took so much money from my parents, like for 50,000. That time it was like in 2016 or 17 something, 50,000 for like 1 year. And it was pathetic. We used to stay in this small rooms. In one room there will be five other girls with me including, and the food was terrible. So if you are going to a college, you should consider the place you are staying in, because the place you will be staying in will affect your mental health as well. The food you will be eating, that will also affect your body. So be sure you know how is that hostel, how is the room you are, or whatever the room you will be living, is it a good place. Make your research, because we try to just go blindly and then we realize, oh, this was the pathetic thing. So please make your research on the hostel or whatever the place you will be living in, because it really makes a difference, to be honest, really. Third, we can talk about cost of living, because so many of us just are going to live outside of their home first time after the 12th, and we are not really aware about how to handle money, how to manage your like whole month, how to divide your the money you get from your parents, because most of the time we get our monthly pocket money from our parents, and then we have to manage everything from that before going to any city. Because like every city is different according to your college, you should also consider how the cost of living will be there in that city, because some cities are expensive, some cities are cheap, and you should also consider your parents income according to that. And many people also don't consider that we sometimes we just want to stay away from the our hometown or home, that's why we chose the thing. And most of the time we just hate there, and we can't even manage the expenses there as well. And we can get those similar type of institutes or colleges maybe in your city. If you are getting it in your city, why to go far away? Like, I still think about that. Okay, in my city I didn't had any such type of colleges, that's why I had to leave. But if in the city my hometown had the similar sort of good college or institute, I would have really stayed in my home. Like, the comfort of your home is different. I know sometimes you just want to go and go away from home, explore yourself, that is a good part as well. But if you can just save money and get the same experience at near your place, I think that is also not bad option. Like, we are just always told to like, okay, go away from your home, discover yourself, but it is not for everyone. You know what I mean? So you should also consider this cost of living part before taking the admission or before going to the college. And the last and very important, the people you will stay with, like not in the college, but with in your room, in your flat, in your hostel, the people you're sharing your place with will really affect your whole mental health, your exams, your whole college life experience. So make sure, because we just go outside very first time, so we don't really know those people, right? Like, we will randomly just share with our room, maybe in your hostel you will just get to know people, uh, that we can't decide. But if you are going with a friend or maybe somebody you know, it's always better to have share place with them. But if you are in a position that you are going somewhere alone and you don't know people, and then you can analyze in maybe first 1 or 2 month, like, are the people you are living with, they are making your life easy or making your life difficult? There are so many things to consider. But if you come across that phase that like, okay, now you can't just live like this with those people, then it's always better to leave that place and find some better place. Trust me, we think like this is just a normal thing and we will get over this feeling. But the people you stay with and the energy around you, the people they carry with, and if they are making drama, they are making fights and so many things, that will affect your mental health as well. So make sure you are living with right roommates, the right people, and the people who just are supportive. That actually makes a difference. So this was the last point I wanted to tell you. And because I have been through all these experiences, and I hope this was helpful to you, someone out there who's maybe looking for college or going to a new city. And I will see you in next video, and let me know your thoughts in below.